As always, thank you to the members of the channel. Subscribe to my second channel. Link is in the description.
Camel is never gonna beat me in November. Donna's gonna make the country better than you can remember. Camel is never gonna beat me in November. Hey, Macarena.
Welcome back to another video, everybody. And these videos have been so long awaited. Not only because I have been very vocal about the brand new merchandise, but I think it's pretty obvious of why these new items and the new lines in general are pretty bad and kind of a joke. So today, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Flying Scotsman. Now, I found these guys at Walmart last night when I was searching for these brand new items. I really didn't know if I was going to find them or not, but turns out this Walmart in particular had Flying Scotsman, Greatest Moments Gordon, Thomas, and James available on their shelves. Nothing else, no die-cast. So I will have to go back to that location sooner or later and look for more brand new items. But here's Flying Scotsman. And one quick thing that I never really talked about in my Duck review, and Duck is sitting in a siding over there, I do have to have this layout over here because behind me, to my left, is my Thomas Wooden Railway layout, and I have to film episode 31, and so I don't have the normal space available of where I do my reviews in my train room, so this little motorized layout is crammed into a corner. And by the way, how ugly is this brand new motorized track? It's not really new, but this is the current track in 2025, and it looks terrible. This is a joke. It does not hold a single candle to Tomy. This looks like track made by Nerf guns. It's like Thomas and Friends and Nerf guns had a collab. This is disgusting. But one thing I never really talked about is the packaging. The packaging is nothing special. It's just an 80th anniversary logo slapped onto it. Pretty lazy. Just says classic Flying Scotsman. So yeah, this packaging, nothing special. It's all reused. Nothing is new. Reused garbage. Just some All Engines Go packaging, basically, with the 80th anniversary logo. Nothing special. Not going to give them any props for that. Especially because the backside has no scenery, no nothing. Doesn't even show off the Flying Scotsman. Just really ugly, low effort. Yeah. So time to open up Flying Scotsman now. And I don't really want to save these boxes. So I guess I can just... There we go. Here are just some basic instructions, and that is it. All of that is garbage. And so here's the Flying Scotsman. What are these tenders? These things are so cheap. They have zero weight to them. They are absolutely laughable. These are pathetic. They are half the size of Scotsman's body. These are terrible. You know what? Let's make a cut, and I will show you what the Flying Scotsman is supposed to look like. Here we go. Here is what the Flying Scotsman is supposed to look like. Here is what the wink is supposed to look like. This is a good Scotsman face. This is a really good Scotsman model. The tenders are the same size as his body, as it should be. It's not asking for a lot or to be, ultra accurate. These are just basic proportions that anybody can get right. And the fact that Mattel got it wrong is a joke. Okay, so this is a good Scotsman model. That motorized engine that we've barely even talked about at this point in the video sucks.
Creating the world of Thomas and Friends can be hours of fun.
All right, so we are sadly back to looking at this motorized Scotsman. Let's get him on the track, I guess. I mean, there's really no point in this, I guess. I mean, it's also funny how mad people get when you trash this line. Like, people defend this garbage with, all of their might. It's the most pathetic thing ever. I mean, I put out a community post last night, showing that I found these brand new engines at Walmart. And the amount of angry little Thomas fans over these brand new items is pathetic. These items suck. Look at this. Let's take the camera off the tripod. Look at this. Look at the gap between the tenders. and Scotsman's body. This is terrible. This is horrible. Like, what are these proportions? Oh my goodness. Let's take Duck off the track here for a second. Let's take a look at this red wagon. The red wagon is the same size, if not bigger, than the tenders, and it's not even on the tracks. This is an absolute joke. Like, holy man, dude, I don't know what they were doing. This is horrible. These proportions are terrible. The tenders are puny, absolutely puny and tiny. And the gap is really killing it for me. Like, there was no reason to do that on these brand new engines or any previous motorized Thomas versions. The lining is not even impressive. To be honest, Scotsman's detail just looks really ugly. The lining just really doesn't look good. It's not very appealing. And then we have the face. This autistic face. Look at this garbage. What is he doing? What is this expression? This is a joke. What is that face supposed to be? It's like he's twitching. I'm at a loss for words because of how they could release this. Like, what is that face? And his eyebrows are like almost going to the edge of his face. Like, this is really bad. I'm speechless because this is way worse than I thought it would be. I mean, the proportions are so they're just butchered. And Scotsman is so, like, stubby for no reason. And we have this awkward gap between, his tender and his back buffers. We have this ugly wheel just sticking out from the bottom of his cab. Yeah, the lining looks pretty bad. Looks really sloppy, too. The printing is really bad. The printing is poor quality. Nameplate doesn't even look that good. I mean, yeah, this is wow, this is bad. The tender's terrible. Scotsman, just terrible. He's stubby. The lining is poorly done, poorly printed. Doesn't even look that, it's bad, man. The face, like, if someone has to explain to you why this Scotsman face is bad, I mean, that's on you. That's your problem. I mean, this face is terrible. I just showed you the 2013 Wooden Railway Flying Scotsman. That's what a Scotsman face is supposed to look like. There's no defense for this garbage. Man, this is terrible. See, items like these make this duck, which missed the mark. This duck release missed the mark. Like, let's just be real. The rolling stock sucks. There's cheap, poor quality decisions, with this duck. Back buffers, the front buffers not even being physically on there. They're just painted on there. Coal load looks terrible. I mean, just the size of these engines and the lack of basic proportions really makes them miss the mark. But compared to Scotsman, this duck looks incredible when he's really not. It's just the Scotsman is this bad. Yeah, this thing is terrible. Like, I can't even treat these new engines with any decency or respect. They're horrible. This feels so cheap. And this, look at this. Look at this garbage. I can't. I'm just going to get him running just for the video's sake. But holy, I'm having to filter myself every second because of how horrible this release is. I think that's good enough. Yeah, there. Just needs to... Holy... Dude! The chassis is this tiny, yet we have engines this fat. Why? Oh my gosh. Some tistic engine. Like, absolutely terrible. I can't believe that is what they're releasing. You call that an 80th anniversary release? That is a disgrace to anything Classic Thomas. The fact that they have the nerve to call this classic is a joke. I can't even hit these engines with a baseball bat because The plastic of these engines is so cheap that the engine won't even go very far. You know, it's like all you can do is just throw them in the garbage after this review. Really, this is yeah. All right, let's get it on the tracks, I guess. I mean, this, like, you know, man, like, who would buy these engines for their kids? Really? Like, this, man, you must not care about your kids if you're buying them this garbage. Holy. 1 second, 1 second. One second, be patient. Okay. You know what? Get this out of here, man. There we go. Whew. Oh my goodness, I feel better. I feel better. Something of quality. Something with actual weight to it. You know, everything you need is there. Oh, I feel better after that. Whew. I needed this before I saw how bad that Scotsman was running in action. Yeah, we needed this. Nothing beats classic Tommy. We're running this time. It's just like, what the? Oh my gosh, dude! Like, jeez, what we do for videos, dude? Oh my gosh! All right, time to get the tripod out of here. All right, time to run Scotsman, I guess. Oh jeez, oh jeez, what a disgrace to the Flying Scotsman. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. This, dude. Oh my. I've never seen an uglier... This is a tender engine, everybody. Look at this. It looks like he's pulling two troublesome trucks. Those are his tenders. You cannot convince me those are his tenders. Truly, truly a joke. Dude, this makes the 25 Duck look like a saint. Oh my! I've had enough. At the end of the day, everybody, if you want an actual Flying Scotsman toy, go ahead and pick up Mattel's Flying Scotsman Thomas Wooden Railway engine, or even pick up Learning Curves from the 90s. Truly a fantastic model with basic proportions, done very well. The detailing is excellent. The colors are vibrant. And just, it's very pleasing to look at, whether it's this version or the 90s version. The face is glorious, absolutely gorgeous. The wink is actually done correctly. He doesn't look like some tistic, you know, like, I don't even know, just sped being. Oh my. So at the end of the day, the brand new Scotsman is not good. The proportions are a joke. The tenders feel incredibly cheap. They have no weight to them. The length of the back coupling is incredibly ugly. We couldn't even get painted buffers on the tenders. This is bad. This is a horrible release. Tenders are cheap. You know, just the brand new motorized of Thomas and Friends in general is terrible. You know, just lack of effort into simple detailing, you know, that other releases do have. The proportions of the engines are a joke. Like, he's so stubby and fat for no reason when you saw how tiny the chassis are. Like, just, yeah, not good. There's no defense for how bad that Scotsman is. So to sum up this Flying Scotsman review, this was a terrible release by Mattel and Fisher-Price. First off, this line is terrible, false advertising, incredibly cheap, not consistent. The engines don't even look consistent, you know, to themselves. Just look at the size of these tenders compared to Flying Scotsman. Scotsman is fat and stubby and short, but then he's also got this enormous fat face that looks sped and tism and tistic and everything. Just horrible face. Very cheap printing, terrible lining. You know, the lining doesn't even look good in general. The colors don't look very good either. Tenders have no weight to them. It's just a very cheap, bad release. Kids do not deserve this garbage. And quite frankly, I'm done looking at it. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next review.